Back on Adapt and Respond with me, RJ Young. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, like this video, answer the question in the comments below. Do you think Nico Iamaleava should be talking about the money situation, the holdout situation in Tennessee? Or do you believe in when he says, he didn't leave Tennessee because of money? Also going to tell you that we got an audio podcast of this, if that's the way in which you want to listen. Right now, there are no ads on it, so go get it. We do this often enough. 3 times a week is what I promise, but we sometimes do longer shows like this one, or shorter shows like this one, depending on where you live. Like if it's 30, 40 minutes that you're looking for, this is going to come short of that. But it is a longer show for what we've been doing on YouTube, which is basically between 8 and 10 minutes, which is a full segment. For those of you that don't know or are new to the channel, I host a radio by myself, solo talk radio show host, kind of like Colin Cowherd or Jim Rome, in Tulsa at 97.1, the sports animal, from 9 to 11 a.m. until I got a job at ESPN hosting game night. And then later, this one in October 2020, where my boss calls me up and says, "Hey, do you want to talk about college football for a living? Write about college football for a living?" I said, "Hell yeah, I do." And that's where I've been ever since. You can read my work at foxsports.com. I'll do other digital and television things later this year, but this is the show. Okay. So Nico Iamaleava shows up at UCLA, and UCLA is very excited about this. Deshaun Foster gets to introduce Nico Iamaleava as a guy who is going to probably be their quarterback in 2025. And the locker room is ecstatic. They understand they got a California guy who knows how to play ball. He's a 5-star prospect, probably a better volleyball player than a quarterback. He's a damn good quarterback. But it gives them a little bit more of an edge. It gives them a little life to what they're doing. Nico Iamaleava's name rings out much larger than Joey Aguilar's might have. And that is going into the context of this conversation. However, Nico Iamaleava reportedly did not report to camp, or said he was not going to report to the spring game, which I think is part of camp, if he did not get a raise. So he held out. He didn't go show up to practice, and he didn't show up to spring game. I think at the time, he's thinking Tennessee has nothing else they can do but pay me. They got to come up with a way here because they can't go get another quarterback, to which Tennessee said, "Fool, you thought." So they told him he could kick rocks. Go into the transfer portal if that's what you want to do. You're not going to hold us hostage. And the rest of the college football world loved that. Shows up at UCLA, gets invited with Deshaun Foster to Big Ten Media Days. And what does he say about the money situation? That Tennessee, his transferring had nothing to do with money. Okay. Quote is, "Not at all. My family was strictly the main importance for me. I let my business team, my parents, handle that side of the NIL. Just being closer to family was the most important thing." Okay, dog. So why'd you commit to Tennessee? So why'd you sign with Tennessee? So why you play, 2 years at Tennessee? Why'd you lead them to the college football playoff in 2023? Because it's not as if you couldn't have gone to UCLA or USC or Washington, Oregon, or any other place, but you committed to Tennessee because that's where you wanted to be. It's hard for me to take that quote and make it feel like it is trustworthy. It's accurate. It's accurate. And I think that Nico is speaking the truth on what he believes and feels. But that ain't how we believe and how we feel. We do think it's about money. Because this is America and we have a capitalist system. Everything is about money. It's about the bottom line. I think Nico wants to believe that he's got a clean slate and that there are enough people rooting for him at UCLA to do well that it's not going to much matter what he did at Tennessee or didn't do Tennessee or how he left Tennessee. But in the context of college football nationally, and UCLA is a nationally recognized program, you're going to have to show us that in other ways. You saying it ain't going to do it. Now, he got asked about it. I'm sure he answered because he got asked about it, but he didn't lead with it. I am going to say, if this is the playbook that you're going to use, where you want to be closer to family, where you think the most important thing that people want to hear is it's not about the money, that should have been the case at Tennessee. It should never have been anybody hearing that you were holding out. It shouldn't have been reported that you got $350,000 out of high school to sign, and then they were paying you more than $2.1 million a year to play football. It should be mentioned that you were not the engine for that Tennessee offense. Dylan Sampson was. It should be mentioned that you needed max protection with 2 guys in routes most of the time. It should be mentioned that your dual threat ability was stunted. You didn't take off with the ball as much. It should be noted that you beat up on bad teams, then got beat by Arkansas after, winning against Tennessee, and then get absolutely trounced by Ohio State. I want this conversation to inform other parties what might happen if you decide to go this route. I don't think you can be a middling SEC quarterback and hold a blue blood program like Tennessee hostage. That said, when you get to a place like UCLA and you tell us that it's not about the money, it's hard to believe. Now, if he turns UCLA into a world beater, the segment might feel bad. But even if he does, Tennessee's probably going to feel about Nico the way they feel about Lane Kiffin. And let me tell you something, that ain't no fun either. All right. Okay, that's going to do it for this shorter episode of the number one. See, damn it, I did it again. Adapt and Respond with me, RJ Young. Subscribe on the podcast. We're going to take a short break from doing the full episodes as your man has some birthday activities that he's going to get up to. But I will see y'all very soon. Enjoy your weekend. Deuces.